Good day, students. For today's discussion, we will be discussing the first lesson under our subject, Gender and Society. So, the first lesson, we will be tackling about leveling of sexuality and gender. So, this lesson explores the complexity of sex, gender, and sexuality, emphasizing the importance of understanding these concepts in a diverse and inclusive world. Before we will dive into this lesson, let's get one thing straight. Sex, gender, and sexuality are different things. Minsan kasi, people think they are the same, but they actually refer to different aspects of who we are. And this lesson is very important kasi it will help us understand diversity, which is a big deal in today's world. Take note that we are living in a society na hindi na black and white ang pagtingin ng gender at sexuality. So, we need to learn how to respect and accept people for who they are. Example, imagine you have friend na mahilig sa makeup at dresses kahit lalaki siya, dapat ba siyang i-judge? Paano kung may girl na super sporty at ayaw niya sa makeup? Ibig sabihin ba nun, hindi siya tunay na babae? The point here is sex, gender, and sexuality. It allows us to break harmful stereotypes and it create a more inclusive world. So first, let's discuss distinguishing sex, gender, and sexuality. Ano ba yung pagkakaiba ng tatlo? No? So when we say sex, it refers to biological identity. It's based on your body, body parts, hormones, and chromosomes. In terms of body parts, you are either male or female based on biology. No, kindly check your birth certificate. You can find there, no, if you are male and female. Meanwhile, gender is a social constructed rules, behaviors, and expectation associated with a particular sex. Gender, meaning nito, ito yung rules and expectations na binibigay sa iyo ng society based on your sex. Next is sexuality. A person's sexual orientation, attraction, and identity. This is about who you are attracted to. Pwede kang straight, gay, bisexual, or anything in between. An example, si John is born male in terms of sex. Pero mas gusto niyang magsuot ng skirts at mag-makeup. So, his gender expression is feminine. Si Carla, example, Carla is born female. Pero mas feel niya na hindi siya babae or lalaki. So, in that case, she identifies as a non-binary in terms of gender. Another example, si Mike. No? Si Mike is attracted to both boys and girls. So, his sexuality is bisexual. So, sex is about biology, gender is about identity, and sexuality is about attraction. Huwag natin sila i-halo-halo. They're different. In terms of gender socialization, shaping our perceptions, have you ever wondered bakit boys are told to play with cars and girls with dolls? Or bakit girls are expected to be soft and caring while boys are expected to be strong? That's gender socialization. When we say gender socialization, it is the process of learning how our society expects you to behave based on your gender. And there are two types of gender socialization. As you can see in the presentation, we have first external regulation. So when we say external regulation, ito yung society telling you what is right or wrong for your gender. Example, sa school, kapag boy ka at mahilig sa dance, some people will say, uy, pang girl yan. Yan, that's the usual na event sa school. Pero bakit? May rule ba na boys can't dance? Yan. The other type is internalized social control. Ito yung sarili mong pag-limit sa sarili mo dahil takot kang ma-judge, no? Individuals police themselves based on societal expectations. So you've limit yourselves because I don't want to be judged by the others. Example, si Kelly gusto maglaro ng basketball. Pero nahihiya siya kasi yung basketball pang boy daw yon. So instead of doing what she loves, she stopped herself para lang hindi pagtawanan. Here, our society teaches us what's normal. Pero minsan, kailangan natin i-question ito. Dapat freedom of expression ang mas mahalaga, hindi gender roles. In terms of theoretical perspective of gender roles, we have three here based on my presentation. First, we have conflict theory. Second is structural functionalism. Third is symbolic interactionism. Now, have you ever wondered men and women have different roles in society? We have different theories na nagpapaliwanag kung bakit ganyan ang gender roles. The first one is conflict theory. Historically, it's based on history, men had more powers, not just in politics but also in business. So society made rules that they kept them in power. Kaya nga ang mga babae hindi pinapayagang bumoto noon. That was before. At the same time, they were not given uh, chance to be enrolled in an institution. Limited lang yung mga babae nga makapag-eskwela sa una. Sa una gani, mga lalaki lang yung eskwela. Kasi they believe that ang mga lalaki lang ang pwede mo boto, ang mga lalaki lang ang pwede mo trabaho, ang mga lalaki lang ang may karapatan na mag-eskwela. Because they believe na ang pangbabae, pangbalay rara sila. That's conflict theory. Second is, conflict theory, gender roles exist dahil sa power struggles. Next is structural functionalism. Gender roles exist para ma-maintain ang balance sa society. Noon, just like what I've mentioned kanina, women stayed at home to take care of kids while men worked. But right now, in our society or in our generation, women can work and take care of the family, meaning gender roles can change over time. The last one is symbolic interactionism. We learned that gender roles through interaction. No? Gender roles are learned through social interactions and meanings. Bata pa lang tayo, ginagaya na natin ang mga nakikita natin. That's based on the theory of I think it's Albert Bandura's social modeling. No? Yeah, we are fan of mimicking someone's behavior. Ginagaya natin ang mga nakikita natin. Kumbaga pa, girls, they see their moms cooking and they think, ay dapat ako rin ganito. No? Ang papa nag-example, nag drive ng tricycle or sa ba nag-work, or they do pambalay pang father figure na household chores. So ang lalaki put bata ka, you believe na ay ganito din yung work ko. Gender roles are not set in stone. Take note, they change over time at it depends sa society. Another part of our discussion here is understanding transgender identities. Not everyone fits into the traditional male-female category. Some people, they feel different from their assigned sex at birth. Based on the module that I posted, there are different types of transgender identities, but I will be focusing here in three. So drag queen, example, a man who dresses as a woman for entertainment. I think some of you here are familiar with RuPaul. Si RuPaul, a drag performance about art and expression. Next is transgender, someone whose gender identity is different from their assigned sex. Example, si Jake ay born male, pero he identifies as a man. Next, we have intersex. Intersex means a person born with mixed sexual characteristics. Ibig sabihin yan, may mga taong pinanganak na may both male and reproductive traits. So hindi lang male at female ang genders. Some people do not fit into those categories, and of course, we need to respect that. Let's proceed to gender stereotypes and reinforcing bias. Gender stereotypes are false assumptions. Okay na? Gender stereotypes are false assumptions about men and women. Now, let me give you a example of common gender stereotypes. No? They believe that terms of sex stereotypes, broad assumptions about men and women, physical and emotional roles. Example, men are strong, women are weak. That's a sex stereotypes. In terms of sexual stereotypes, assumptions about person's sexuality that reinforce dominant views. Example to that, all gay men are feminine. Imagine na ang isa sa mga na-observe na kano, they believe that gay people or gay individual, they believe that feminine siya. That's wrong. No? That's sexual stereotypes. Walang ganon. Hindi. No? Nagtuloy ka mga basta, porket bayot na dayon, humok na dayon sila, medyo feminine na? Oo. Check our environment, check our society. Ano yung mga bayot na very masculine kaayo ang dating. Another stereotypes, we have sex role stereotypes. Roles assigned to men and women based on their sex. Example, women should stay home and men should work. And that is a kind of stereotyping. Example, si Mark mahilig sa arts, pero sinasabing pang-girl yan. That's stereotyping. Si Lisa gusto maging engineer, pero people tell her pang-boy yan. No? Gender stereotypes limit people. And that's one of our goal, no? Learning this lesson. Let's break them. Next, SOGI. SOGI bill, no? Sexual orientation, gender identity, and expression. So we have sexual orientation. Kung sino ang gusto mo, you are attracted to. Gender identity, kung ano ang feeling mo sa sarili mo. Man, women, neither, or both. Gender expression, kung paano mo ipinapakita ang gender mo through clothing, actions, and behavior. Again, please take note of these three. It's very important. Example, si Alex is born, Kelly. Si Kelly is born female. Chares. Kelly is born female, pero mas comfortable siya dressing and acting masculine. So Kelly, his sex is female. Her pala, sorry. I don't know his pronoun, basta. Sex niya is female. Gender identity niya is non-binary. Gender expression niya is masculine. Ganon. Another example. Si Paul is born male. Pero he is attracted to both men and women. So sexual orientation ni Paul is bisexual. His gender identity is male. No? And sex is also male. Lahat tayo may SOGI. Hindi lang LGBTQ+ ang may SOGI. Pati straight people, they have. And let's expand our knowledge about the different spectrum of identity. Actually, class, if you do research, napaka-broad na ng spectrum ng gender identity, no? Let's discuss, no, each letter na makikita sa LGBTQIA. First, let's talk about, no, it's not about being gay or lesbian. It's about many different ways people experience gender attraction. Let's start with L. L means lesbian. Lesbian who are women, they are women who are attracted to other women. That's lesbian. Gay, they are men who are attracted to another man. Bisexual, people who are attracted to both genders. Transgender, people whose gender identity does not match their assigned sex at birth. Queer or questioning, people who are exploring or don't fit into traditional labels. Intersex, people born with male and female biological traits. Asexual, people who experience little or no sexual attraction. Example, si Mika is a girl who likes girls. So she is lesbian. Si Josh is a guy who likes both guys and girls. So he is bisexual. Si Jade was born male pero mas feel niya maging babae siya. So transgender woman siya. Si Tony is unsure, I mean, unsure pa kung sino talaga ang gusto niya. So questioning. So identity is personal and unique. And let's respect people no matter what their label is. Label is rather. And also take note, do not assume someone's identity. Let's proceed to gender issues, the sexism and misogyny. These are about problems caused by gender discrimination. Sexism, discrimination based on the belief that one sex is superior to another. Usually, mas affected ang women and LGBTQ plus dahil society favors men in many ways. Correct. Sa work, may babaeng mas magaling sa lalaking manager pero hindi siya napopromote kasi mas bagay sa lalaki ang leadership. That's sexism. In terms of misogyny, disdain for women often rooted in a desire to maintain male dominance. Hatred or prejudice against women. This happens kapag may deep-rooted belief na mas mababa ang babae. Example, pag may rape cases, may nagsasabi ng, kasi ang sexy ng suot niya, kasalanan niya. Oops, no? Instead of blaming the rapist. Yeah, that's misogyny. In real life aspect or example, some people say, dapat ang babae nasa bahay lang, hindi dapat nagtatrabaho. At kapag lalaki ang may maraming relationships, cool. Pero kapag babae, malandi agad. Yan. Gender equality means removing biases and treating all genders fairly or equally. To end this lesson, no, embracing diversity and equality. So at the end of the day, respecting people's identity is the key. Yeah? So ano bang dapat natin gawin after this one? First, accept that gender and sexuality are diverse. Hindi lang male and female ang gender, hindi lang straight and sexuality. People express themselves in different way and that is okay. Respect people's identities and pronouns. If may kakilala kang transgender at gusto niyang tawagin siya ng she or her instead of he of him, gamitin mo yon, no? Please call them according to their comfortable pronoun. Example, si Jake ay transgender woman. So instead of calling her sir, call her ma'am. No? Because that's her preferred pronoun. The challenge harmful stereotypes and discrimination. If someone says, lalaki ka, bakit ka mahilig sa makeup? Correct them. No? Walang gender ang hobbies, walang gender ang makeup. If may babaeng gustong mag-engineering, wag sabihin pang lalaki yan. No? Because engineering program or course, no, it's not pang lalaki. It's for all. Now, companies are now hiring more women as CEOs and engineers. And of course, many schools now allow boys to wear skirts and girls to wear pants. So respect, accept, and support. Diversity is not a threat. It's a strength. No? Take note, sex is not equal to gender, is not equal to sexuality. They are different. Gender roles are created by society. Kita rin buat-buat na. And we can change them. Not everyone is male or female. Some people are transgender or non-binary. Love is love. People can love whoever they want. Lahat tayo may soji. So let's respect each other. Now, this is my challenge to you. It's our turn to create a world where everyone feels accepted.